Good afternoon, everyone. So let me share my today's presentation. Just a minute. So in the last class, we started solving question related to the conversion from NFA to DFA. But again, in today's class, I will going to discuss the first algorithm through which the NFA can be converted to DFA, and later on we will discuss the questions related to it. So as you can see on your screen that the question is conversion from NFA to DFA. So there is a particular algorithm and we need to follow the algorithm in order to solve the questions related to the conversion from NFA to DFA. So only such type of question is asked that NFA can be converted to DFA, but the reverse is not possible. So the reverse question means the conversion from DFA to NFA is not possible. So that type of question never asked in your examination. But this type of question, that conversion from NFA to DFA, is the popular question and was asked in the examination many a times. And this type of question will carry like 8 to 15 marks in your 8 to 15 marks question. So let us discuss first. So a machine M is given and there are 5 tuples given in it. These tuples are of the machine NFA, which accepts the language LM. So there should be an equivalent DFA, which is denoted by M dash. So the tuples of the DFA machine is denoted with the dash, means Q dash, sigma dash, del dash, and F dash, such that this is the condition we need to follow, that the language accepted by the NFA will also be accepted by the DFA. So these are the steps related in the algorithm, steps for converting the NFA to DFA. So this algorithm is very small, just 4 steps are there. So first, in the step 1, initially q dash is equal to phi, means there will not be any state in the DFA. That's why q naught is equal to phi. Now our aim is to add the states in this q dash. So in the step 2, add q naught of NFA, means the initial state of NFA, to q dash, which is the initial state of the DFA. Then find the transitions from this start state. So whatever be the initial state of the NFA will become the initial state of the DFA as well, in this according to the second step. Now moving on to the third step, in q dash, means the initial state of the DFA, find the possible set of states for each input symbol. Just remember this point, we need to find all the possible set of states for each input symbol, and not only for particular input symbol, we need to find the possible set of states for each and every input symbol. If this set of states is not in q dash, then add it to q dash. If we find some new state which was already not present in the q dash, then we need to add that state in the q dash. Then step 4, in DFA, the final state will be all the states which contain F, means the final state of the NFA, uh, with whatever the states, the final state of the NFA was containing, the DFA will contain all those final state as well in its final state. So this is the algorithm for conversion from NFA to DFA. So you need to remember this algorithm. All of you understand this algorithm? Because we need to solve the questions related to this algorithm later. Just write in the chat box that you can understand this algorithm very well. Achita, Anjali, Anuj. Okay. So moving on to solve the questions related to this algorithm. So just pay attention how we can use this algorithm. Now, question one, convert the given NFA to DFA. So, NFA is given to you. So, the transition diagram of the NFA is given to you. So, how you can uh, understand that it is an NFA or DFA? So, let's check it first. Although you need not to check if someone if it is written in the examination, but as we are studying for the first time, then we can check it whether it is NFA or DFA. So as you can see here, uh, on on state q naught, on getting zero input, as you can see here, we can either stay at q naught or we can move to q1 on getting this zero input. So that's why we have two options on getting input 0 on Q naught. That's why this automata or this machine is an NFA. So as this NFA is given to you, and you need to convert this NFA to the DFA. So as the first transition diagram of NFA is given, then it is better to convert this transition diagram into this transition table, because a transition table is easy to understand and easy to solve. So let's convert this transition diagram into the transition table first. So here three columns will be made. First is the present state, then the next state for input 0, and the next state for input 1. So on the present state q naught, which is the initial state, for on getting input 0, either we stay at q naught, or either or we can move to q1. So that means on getting input 0, we can get two states, either q naught or q1. So it can be written as q naught comma q1. On getting input 1, on the q naught state, as you can see here on the upper arrow, uh, from q naught to q1, on getting input 1, you can move to q1 like this. Now all the input symbols of q naught has been written. Now we can move to the present state q1, and this q1 is also the final state. As you can see here, the double circle is in the q1, so q1 will behave as the final state. So on getting input 0, as you can see here on q1, there is no input symbol, uh, there is no transition for input symbol 0. So we can write phi here corresponding to input symbol 0. And on getting input 1, the q we can stay at q naught for this, or we can move to q naught. So it will contain both the state, either q naught or q1. So we can complete the transition table from the transition diagram, so this, so that it can easily be understood. So all of you understand it till now? how we fill the transition table from the transition diagram. Now we use this transition diagram in order to solve the question. Bhaskar, Mehet, Prachi, all of you understand it? Just write in the chat box. Okay. So moving on. Now we will obtain del dash means transition table for the state Q naught by this method, like del dash Q naught for input 0. So we will get this Q naught and Q1 like this. So we will get Q naught and Q1, but Q naught and Q1 is a different state. So this will considered as a new state for the DFA. Now we can find out the transition table of Q naught with input symbol 1. So as you can see here, with input symbol 1 we get only Q1. So Q1 is written. So as you can see here, we will get two states here. Q naught Q1 is the new state, and Q1. So Q1 was already present, and Q1 was the final state of the NFA. So it means all the states which are combined with the final state are also considered as the final state. Now the del dash transition for the state Q1 is obtained as del dash Q1 with input symbol 0, as we get phi with input symbol 0 from the present state Q1. So here also we will get the phi. Now with Q1 with input symbol 1 we get this Q naught Q1. So this is our new state, but already we have this new state Q naught Q1. So these will become the new state for the DFA. So that's how we will find out the new state of the DFA from the initial state of the NFA. So all of you understand it till now, just write in the chat box so that we can proceed further. Okay. Now moving on. Now we get the initial state as, now we get the new state as Q naught and Q1. So how we will get uh, the entries corresponding to the input symbol 0 and 1 of this new state as del dash Q naught Q1 with input symbol 0. So this type of conversion will be done. So as we get Q naught and Q1 in the same state with input symbol 0, so we can separate it with the union, like del Q naught 0 union del Q naught Q1 0. So individually we can take their output of the input symbol. So from Q naught 0 we will get Q naught Q1 as we already get, and from Q1 0 we get phi. So when we take union of these two, and we already know that with the union of anybody with the union of phi will get the same result. So phi will not influence in the result. So that's why Q naught, we get the Q naught Q1 as the answer, because phi will not get any influence on it. So in this way, Q0, Q1 with the input 0, we get Q0 and Q1. Similarly, we can find out the new state Q0, Q1 with input symbol 1. So we can break it with Q0 1 with the union symbol Q1 1. So from Q0 1 we get Q1, and from Q1 1 we get Q0 Q1. So by taking the union, we get Q0 Q1, because because Q1 is repeated two times. When we are taking the union, then it will come only once. So we get the Q0 Q1. So our final answer will contain Q0 Q1. So the new state Q0 Q1 on getting the input symbol either 0 or 1 will get the same output, Q0 and Q1. So all of you understand it till now? Just write in the chat box so that we can proceed to the next step. Okay. So as in the given NFA, Q1 is the final state. Therefore, in the DFA, wherever Q1 exists, that state become a final state. And this is the step number 4 of our algorithm. That whatever be the final state of the NFA, so wherever that final state exists, all the states will become the final state of the new DFA. So hence, in the DFA, final states are Q1 and Q0 Q1. So therefore, the final state is the set of Q1 and Q0 Q1. So now we will convert it into or we can write these entries into the transition table of the DFA. So the initial state is of the NFA is the initial state of the DFA according to step number 2. Then we get of input 0 we get Q0 Q1, and on input 1 we get Q1. From Q1, which is the final state of the NFA, on input 0 we get phi, and on input 1 we get Q0 Q1. Now we already get the new state as Q0 Q1 of this DFA. On input 0 we find out that it get Q0 Q1, and also in input 1 we find out that it gets the answer Q0 Q1. So this completes our transition table. Now in the next step we need to convert this transition table into the transition diagram, because in the original question they already given us the transition diagram. So in the answer they want that a transition diagram will be the answer, because they are given us the question in the transition diagram. In the same way, if the question is asked through the transition table, then in the answer you can get the transition table. So now our ultimate aim is to convert this transition table into this transition diagram. So let's see how we can convert this transition table into the transition diagram. So just check this present state. So here we have three states. One is Q0, second is Q1, and third is Q0 Q1. So we can write as Q0 is the initial state. So we can write Q0 as the initial state. Then we have Q1. We can write Q1 as Q1 is the final state, and also as Q1 is the final state, and also Q0 Q1 is also final state, because wherever the final state lies, all the states will become the final state. So here Q1 state lies with Q0, so this state will also become the final state. So here in the DFA we have two final state. One is Q1 and other is the Q0 Q1. So now we can make this now we can convert this transition table into the transition diagram. Just see how we can convert it. On getting input 0 on Q0, we get to the state q naught q1. So on getting input 0, we get to the state q naught q1. On getting input 1 on q naught, we get to the state q1. So here we can write input 1. So it means q naught transition is completed. Let's move to the q1 transition. So on getting input 0 on q1, we are getting nothing, means phi. So no arrow will be written. On getting input 1 on q naught, we move to the state q naught q1. So on getting input 1, this input 1, we move to the state q naught q1 from the q1. And so all the transitions of q naught is completed. Now we move to the new state q naught q1. So on getting input 0, we get q naught q1, and also on getting input 1, we get q naught q1. So we can write it. So a self loop is made in the q naught q1 state on getting input 0 and also on input 1. So this is the transition diagram we converted from the transition table. So all of you understand it? Just write in the chat box how we can convert the transition uh, table into the transition diagram. All of you understand it, or is somebody is having some problem? Just write in the chat box. Okay. Now we are moving to the next question. Now the next question is, a transition diagram is given to us, and this transition diagram is basically the NFA. Now in place of the input 0 and 1, at this time we are taking the inputs A and B, and here in this diagram we have three states, q0, q1 and q2. So the first step, and it is easy for understanding, that we need to convert this transition diagram into the transition table first. So we can make the three columns, right? Present state, then next state for input 1, and next state for input B. So first we have three states like q0, q1 and q2. So here, as you can see, that q0 is the initial state and q2 is the final state. So we can fill the entries in the transition table corresponding to the input. So on getting input A on q0, we can stay at q0. So q0 is written. So on getting input B on Q0, we can either stay at Q0 or we can move to state Q1. So we will get the states Q0 and Q1. Now we can fill the entries of the Q1. So as you can see here, there is no uh, entry for input symbol A on the state Q1. So that means it can be left as blank, or we can also write here phi. It means the same thing. Now on getting input B on the present state A, it can be moved to Q2 state. So here we can write the Q2 state. Now the transitions of Q1 state are filled. Now we move to the Q2 state. So as you can see here, on the Q2 state, no input symbol, either it is A or either it is B. No input symbol is having any transaction. So we left it as blank, or we can also write phi here. So in the first step, we can convert this transition diagram into the transition table. So all of you understand it till now? Just write in the chat box so that we can proceed further. Okay. Just write this in your copy so that it can be easily understandable by you. So now our next step, according to the algorithm, that we need to find out the uh, transition states of the DFA. So basically, the initial state of the NFA will be treated as the initial state of the DFA according to the step number 2 of the algorithm. So uh, so Q naught is the initial state. So we can find out the transitions with its inputs. Now we get the Q naught with A input, we get Q naught. Now Q naught with B input, we get Q naught and Q1. So as we get Q naught and Q1, it can be the new state of the DFA. So new state present in this state Q dash is Q naught Q1 because this state was not present in the NFA. So now we get the transitions of this new state from all the input symbol. Now we did the transition Q naught Q1 with the input symbol A. So we did Q naught. Now we did the transition of this new state Q naught Q1 with the input symbol B. So we can break it into Q naught B with the union Q1 B. Now with Q naught B, we get the states Q naught Q1, and with Q1 B, we get the state Q2. Now we need to take the union of these two. So all are being written single time, so we can club it. Uh, so we get the final union as Q naught, Q1, and Q2. So that's how we can take the union of these two sub transitions. So all of you understand it? How we take the union of these sub transitions? Just write in the chat box so that we can proceed further. Okay. So write this in your copy. Now new state present in state is Q naught, Q1 and Q2. So after getting the union, we get this Q naught, Q1 and Q2. So this will become the new state because this state was not present previously in the NFA. Now we need to take all the transitions of this new state with every input symbol. Now we get this new state with the input symbol A. Now we get Q naught. Now we get the transition of this new state with the input symbol B. So we can take the union of each and every state with the input symbol like this, like Q naught B with union Q1 B with union Q2 B. So from Q naught B we get Q naught Q1, with Q1 B we get Q2, and with Q2 B we get 5 because from the state Q2 we get nothing, but as a state, as no input symbol we are getting from the Q naught from the Q2 state. So we are getting the 5. Now on taking the union we will get the Q naught Q1 and Q2 state. Now all these transitions will be written in the transition table of the DFA. So as we can fill these entries in the transition table of the DFA. So as we know that the initial state of the DFA will be same as the initial state of the NFA according to the step number 2 of the algorithm. So on getting the input A on Q naught, we get Q naught. On getting input B, we get the states Q naught, Q1, and we get the states Q naught, Q1 as the new state. So on getting the input A on this Q naught, Q1, we get Q naught as we already discussed, and on getting input B, we get the states Q naught, Q1, and Q2. So as this state we get this q0, q1 and q2 will become the new state. So we also take its input symbol. So on getting this new state q0, q1, q2, on getting input A, we get q0 on, and on getting input B on this state, we get the same state q0, q1 and q2. So that's how we need to fill the transition table of this new DFA. And in the last step, we need to convert this transition table into the transition diagram, and the transition diagram we get is the final answer. So let's discuss how we can convert this transition table into the transition diagram of the DFA. So just concentrate here on the present state column. So as you can see here, there are three entries. So it means we have three states. So our first state is Q naught, which is also the initial state of the NFA. So our first state is Q naught, and our second state is Q naught Q1, and our third state is q naught, q1 and q2, and this state is also the final state. Why this is the final state? Because in the NFA only q2 is the final state. So whenever q2 is present, uh, all the states of the DFA will become the final state. So q2 is present in this third state with q naught, q1. So that's why it is become the only final state of the NFA. So whenever q2 will club with any of the state, all the states will become the final state. So now we can make the transitions. So on getting input A on q naught, we stay at the q naught. So this transition will be made. So on getting input B on q naught, we move to q naught, q1. So this transition is made. So now we can write the transitions of q naught and q1. So on getting input A on q naught, q1, we move to q naught. So this transition is made. On getting input B on q naught, q1, we move to state q naught, q1 and q2. So this transition is made. On getting now we can write the transitions of the q naught, q1 and q2. On getting input A on q naught, q1 and q2, we move to state q naught. So this transition is made. On getting input B on q naught, q1 and q2, we need to stay at q naught, q1 and q2. So a self loop is made, and this transition is made. So it this completes our transition diagram as we draw this transition diagram from the transition table. So all of you understand it, how we can draw the transition diagram from the transition table. Also, reverse question can be asked in your examination, uh, that you can fill it with from the transition diagram to transition table and vice versa also. So only 5 minutes left with the class. So all of you understand it. Just write in the chat box. All of you need to access the previous video lectures of theory of computation, because all the things are interconnected, and you need to study the previous video lectures as well in order uh, to understand the next topic easily. So that's it for today's class. Now you can leave this meeting. Now thank you very much.